Today, we're headed back out to my famous honey hole for the final day of Lazybaits Tournament. And today, we're throwing only big baits for hopefully some big fish.
Oh, that's a fish. On the giant craw. Oh, that's a fish. Got one. On the mag. Look at that thing. It's pulling me, man. Oh, that's a fish. That's a good fish. Or a stick. One of those tree pounders. Oh, there's a big bass. He's literally an inch underneath the water. That's a snag. There we go, got it out. Drifting too far in. Oh, the wind, really?
Let's see if we can catch any.
This is a 4-pounder.
Hey everyone, Zach Finds Fish here. Before we get too deep into the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Over 91% of you guys enjoying the content have not clicked that button. And if you do, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you, everyone.
That's right, you guys. It is my last day of Lazybaits Tournament, and today we are throwing only big baits, or at least the big baits I consider big baits. So I have a tackle box full of everything I consider big bait. So I have the downsize. I have the mag draft tied on. I have the 360 GT. This is a 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 inch long bait here, giant paddle tail. I have the 6 Sense speed wake. Let's go to the stuff that I have tied on. Oh, and I can't forget this big boy. This is the Fish Labs BBZ Bio Rat. It's a plopper rat. This thing is 7 inches long, so it's either big fish or pike are going after this thing. This is the Savage Gear 3D Craw. I have it on a Tokyo rig. Look at this thing. It's realistic, it's big, it's almost a 6 inch, it's like almost like a 6 inch, it's a 5 something, but we're gonna toss this thing out. I figure this thing will probably get bit. And so what's cool about it is floating, but the way that I rigged it is, I have it on Tokyo rig, I clipped off about 2 inches off the actual pin that's on the Tokyo rig, so it actually sits on the ground a little bit more natural versus floating off the ground about 3 or 4 inches. Yeah, it's definitely sinking. Oh, this is a big craw, man. This is a big stinking craw. I'm trying to see the action on it. It has zero action. It's more or less just kind of sitting on the bottom. I will say it is pretty weedy right now. So it's definitely grown since the last time I was here. Last time I was here, it was pretty low. The grass was pretty low. Oh, there's a big bass. Are they looking for topwater? They're looking for topwater. He's right, I don't know if you guys can see him. He's literally an inch underneath the water. It's probably a 1.5 pound bass right there. Really want to throw the mag draft. A lot of people rave about the mag draft, so I'm excited to throw that. Oh, that's a fish. On the giant craw, that's a big bass too. Big bass. Again, it's pulling me, man. That's a big bass for this lake. That's a big bass for this lake. I hope it's in. It's a Tokyo rig with, I think, a VMC hook, and the VMC hooks are great. So hopefully we got him well enough. Right on the corner. I see the craw flinging around his mouth. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is a good bass. It's what we're targeting. It's what we're targeting. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Stay down, stay down. He's trying to dig into oh, I see it right on the, oh my gosh, you guys. This is a big bass. Big bass for this lake. Big bass. We're gonna weigh him out too. I got my scale out. Again, my PB currently is a 3.6 in this lake. And this guy looks like a potential 3-pounder. Again, it's hard to find fish bigger than 3 in here. I think part of the reason is because it's super populated. Oh, guys, this is a really good bass. Holy moly. I'm trying to tire him out. It's right through the roof of his lip, so I can see the hook point. No, he's trying to. All right, get over here. It's a good bass for this lake. Good bass for this lake. No, no, no. Good bass for this lake. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, no. This is a 4-pounder. This is what we're after here. This is definitely a 3.5, 4-pound bass. This thing is a huge bass. I mean, look at it, and he absolutely smashed that craw, dude. All right, so first things first, again, I'm part of a tournament, but first things first, really for me, because again, I don't really care what place I'm in, and it doesn't really matter what place you're in, but I'm after PBs in this lake, and I think this is a new PB right here. There's no way this isn't a 4-pound bass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here they are, 4-4. Let me try to scale it one more time. Again, that crawl, look at that thing. This guy right here is breaking 4. Look at this freaking tank, dude. Look at this tank. Look at this thing. 4, 5. Hopefully you guys can see that. 4 pounds, 5 ounces. Almost a 4.5 pound bass. I knew they existed in this lake, and I think there's more of them. Look at this freaking thing. I think I got it. I got to measure him out. This is a big bass. We got to find out. I'll dunk him as soon as I finish this. God, this guy's heavy. He's heavy. I'm surprised he's only 4.5, almost 4.5. I really figured he'd be bigger. He's 4.5. Yeah. Absolute unit, dude. Dude, first fish. I'm throwing only big baits today. All right, guys. He's sitting at 20 exactly. No, he's like 20 and a quarter. Almost 20 and a half. All right, guys. Gonna get him back. He's about 20 and a half. 4.5. 4 pounds, 5 ounces. New PB of the lake. Wow. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Dude, that thing was a unit. Wow, a 4.5, man. A 4.5. That thing was massive. That's huge for this lake. 4.5. That's awesome. Again, throwing big baits. Again, I wanted to throw this craw. It's actually a craw that I picked up from the Ultimate Fishing Show just recently. And I've in my mind, again, I wanted to throw it here because, again, it's a nice place to kind of test baits. First fish, maybe second cast, third cast with it, and it's a 4 pound, 5 ounce bass. Not 4.5, because 4.5 is 4.5. God, 4.5, man. I could tell that was a big bass. I could tell that was a freaking toad. So I want to cast kind of in here, throw it kind of in this grass over here. All right, guys, we're gonna actually do our first swap. I've only casted a few more times after that fish, but now what I want to try is the mag draft. So we're gonna do the mag draft. I went with the albino pearl. I really wanted bone, but they didn't have bone, and I figured the albino pearl shad is probably the closest thing I can get to pearl. So this is the 6-inch. This is 1.25 ounces, I believe. So it's definitely a heavier and bigger bait. So we'll see. It'll be my first mag draft. Obviously, I don't want to catch a pike. Not interested in catching any pike. Oh my God, it's got so much wiggle on the tail. Like that's where I think the cast take, Jerky J, it doesn't have as much wiggle. It's definitely a lot more subtle. But again, big baits. And I also brought some big worms, which we can actually throw on that Tokyo rig as well. I don't exactly know how deep it is back here. And I always find this corner, it's so funny because I'll make loops around, and I've had great success around this entire lake / pond. But I always find myself back in this corner, not in this specific corner, but around this corner. Oh, that's a fish. Got one. Not a big guy by any means, but on the mag, first mag fish, probably 2-pounder. No, yeah, probably about a 2-pounder. Oh yeah. The mag draft doing mag things. Look at that pearl. Look at that pearl. Yeah, I wanted bone because I feel like bone is just a little less flashy, but I went with this closest thing I could find at Dick's Sporting Goods. Again, I went Dick's Sporting Goods and picked up the mag draft pearl albino. I got a $10 coupon, guys. You know me, I like to try to get you guys a deal. Look at that thing. Quarter size of the fish there. You guys know how I like deals. Had a $10 coupon. I picked up the mag draft. I've seen Michigan Bassman. Oh gosh, got it. I've seen Michigan Bassman have a lot of success with it. Extreme Outdoorsman, they killed it with it. So yeah, it's probably about just almost 2 pounds. So we're not going to scale them out. But first, oh, he's going to give us a show? No. He's thinking about it. I had to pick it up. I mean, and listen, I know they're not the only ones that have great success with it. I know a lot of people really kind of like live by this bait. So I'll be interested. I'm glad I got it for $8. It's a soft plastic bait. If I get a pike and I lose it, I won't be like super heartbroken. So again, never give up on a retrieve. I never give up on a retrieve in this lake. And what's nice is I can really, oh, he's got fish. Little guy. The bait's as big as him. Again, throwing big baits and catching, this is like a pounder. Good fish though, they're all healthy, man. I love this lake. It's just such, I know I probably am a broken record at this point, but as a content creator around fishing and being able to just, for me, I'm able to maybe go out once a week, to be able to have a spot like this where I can just go and have fun and throw big baits to catch big fish and potentially even catch a 4.5 pound bass, that's pretty incredible. Yeah, he's probably about a pound, just over maybe. There he is. Nah, just about a pound. Ow, your teeth are sharp, buddy. Sharp Velcro right there. So I'm gonna check the durability. It's definitely getting bit up. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the nose of the bait is definitely getting beat up. I mean, this is really gonna put the durability to the test. All right, guys, we're gonna swap. Did that last cast, let's swap back to that craw. Again, look at this thing, you guys. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge craw, but it's a 3D scan of a craw. Have it on the Tokyo rig. I clipped off about 2 inches of it. So I feel like we should do some swapping. I'm gonna throw the 360 GT once I fix that. Throw a frog, man, but this craw is too much fun to throw too. Again, I didn't bring a lot of baits. I brought big baits, or at least the biggest baits I have. And then I brought a lot of soft plastic big baits. So I threw in my 10-inch worms. I have three styles of 10-inch worms. They're called the Luck Strikes. These are 10-inch worms. These are the 10-inch baby Huey worm. And I have them in multiple colors. That's a good fish, or a stick. Yeah, one of those tree pounders, man. All right, guys, we're gonna do some swapping here. I'm gonna keep this craw on, but I'm actually gonna try a plopper now. I just recently, at Lake Insanity, actually had all of my luck on a plopper. We're kind of blowing back towards the house, not in exactly where I wanna go. So we're gonna actually work our way back towards that cove. I really wanna go check that out. I wanna throw that craw in there. I've had a lot of success, and actually in that corner where originally I was like, I'm not a huge fan of that corner. It's always over here. That corner over there is where I caught my old PB of this lake, which was a 3-pound, 6-ounce bass, which I still can't believe we caught a 4.5. First fish of the day was a 4.5 on that 3D craw. So I'm gonna get over there, paddle into this wind. I guess I should say pedal into this wind. Get over there and throw that craw. All right, guys, I have been in this corner. I've thrown the plopper, I've thrown the mag draft, and I'm throwing now the craw. I think what I wanna do is I'm gonna actually start working our way back towards the house. Again, this corner is very hit and miss. I've caught some good fish in this corner, but I always find myself kind of struggling, even in this little lake, pond, whatever you wanna call it, to catch a fish. So I'm gonna cast this out a little bit, and I'll see you guys back in that corner with some new baits on. That's a fish. Swimming it out to the middle. That's a good one too. Good one. Yeah, it's about a 2.5 maybe. Finally, you guys. So I'm throwing the craw. I've made it around the corner, no luck. I had one bite just behind me. And then I threw the craw over in this grass here, and I felt like I had something, and then I realized my line was kind of just drifting into the center. Yeah. Oh, he looks a little spawned out maybe. This might be a female. Let's get you over here. Let you guys see him. Might be a little female. Seems a little thin. Might have been spawned out. Again, I don't know exactly because of the weather how it's changed anything, but there it is. There's that craw right on the outside corner of the lip there. Probably about it, just shy of 2 most likely. Another beautiful bass. Not what we're after, but a beautiful bass nonetheless. Well, guys, I just realized that potentially I wasn't recording on my GoPro, so thank God I had this mic on. I probably only showed you that fish catch. Got the GoPro working again, because the GoPro turned off, and I'm like, why did it just turn off? Well, it's because I probably didn't push record. All right, guys, we have done some swapping here. We have the 6 Sense Speed Wake. Then we have the Fish Laps BBZ Rat Plopper, dude. This thing is unreal. This Storm 360 GT paddle tail here. The thing is massive. And last but not least, on my deadbolt combo, we have a 6-aught hook Texas rig for some giant worms. Let's get back out there and go fishing. So I think I have to do it, you guys. I have to start with this rat. I tied it on this one just so I could have some drag. But I could have tied it on my Team Lose Custom Black, but I like it because this thing is almost 1.5 ounces. And I'd much rather have it on at my heavy rod that can handle heavier stuff. So it'll be interesting. It is a plopper, just straight retrieve. But let's get some plopper action on it. I mean, it's just a massive plopper. There's no way small fish, to me, target this thing. So let's get it out there. Drag. Please don't be a pike. No, it's a bass. I must have not tightened the drag. Oh, it spit it. All right, since we're blowing into this corner, I want to try that paddle tail. The big old swim bait here, the Search Bait 360 GT Search Bait. It is weedless. I picked it up from Ollie's. It's more of a natural color. Kind of reminds me of the Mag Draft, but I actually think it's a little bit bigger than the Mag Draft. Or I mean, I guess it is about the same, if not shorter, but it just seems like it has like a different presence about it. Oh, that was a fish. That's a fish. That's a fish. On the Search Bait. Spit it. Not a very big one. Probably about the same size as the frickin' bait. That's a snag. Oof. It's gonna be interesting to get out of here, that's for sure, because the wind. There we go, got it out. We need to do some quick evacuations here. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. And the wind is pushing me in here. Seriously, get turned. Oh my God, that was terrifying. All bad timing. We just startled all the fish that were in here. So let's show you the giant worm now. All right guys, so here's the worms, the Luck Strike Tequila Sunrise Blue-Green Glitter 10-inch Baby Huey. So there it is. So it only takes out like not even 1/4 of the worm. Giant worms, potentially giant fish. And I think I'm throwing it on a 3/16 ounce weight. So now what I want to do is some of these baits, I want to work this bank. I only have a little bit of time left, but I want to work this bank and see if we can throw out the plopper, the wake bait, the big worm, and then the Search Bait. See if we can get some bites on that as well. All right, so we're gonna stand up and we're gonna turn around and cast behind me. This corner. Oh, got one. Got one on the 10-inch. Doesn't feel very big. Oh my. That's why it doesn't feel very big. It's a frickin' stick. Hooked it perfectly though, right through the lip. Oh, that was a fish. So if there's something hanging out over here. That was not a stick. Got one. There he is. There he is. Ooh, stay on. This is a decent bass too on the 10-inch. On the 10-inch worm. Oh, there we go. The Baby Huey. Dude, I knew there was something over here. I was like, there that first, even though it was a stick, it did not feel like a stick the first time. And then I retrieved it with a stick back on. Oh no, it might be in his tongue though. Ooh, there he is. That's a good bass. We're weighing this out. This is definitely a 3. No, this is like a 212, I'm gonna say. Okay, it's out. So let's see if should be good. Yeah, oh yeah, he's good. Oh yeah, he tried to take off on me. He's sitting at probably I'm gonna say 2.8. He's probably 2.5 pounder. He's sitting at 3 pounds exactly. Let's do it one more time. There he is. 3 pounds exactly on the 10-inch Huey, Baby Huey worm. Let's get him back. There he is. There he goes. Didn't measure him, but honestly, I wanted to get him back. I didn't like that it was gut hooked on him, but I think it was a pretty decent ungutting there, because normally I can't even get it out without like at least a little bit of tearing. And that time I could actually see the hook point, which was nice. All right, we got to tie back on. Oh, that was a good fish, man. Yeah, that was a 3-pounder. So we caught a 4 pound, 5 ounce bass today, a 3 pound bass today, and probably a handful of just under 2, round 2, just over 2. So that's a good day of fishing right here on this lake. Again, it's hard to catch over 3-pounders. The fact that we caught a 4.5 or 4 pound, 5 ounce bass, caught it just another 3 there. I'm telling you, big baits. I'm telling you guys, big worms. All right, guys, just for fun, I'm gonna throw the speed wake in here a little bit. Actually, no, we're gonna throw the rat, just for fun. So I just did a battery change. But I wanna throw the rat in here just for a little bit. Oh, that's a good fish. Stay on, left-handed retrieve. That's a good fish that just smashed the rat. Decent fish. Oh, it's so awkward with my left hand. I gotta really get used to that. Oh yeah, back treble hook. Oh yeah, on the rat, Let's bring him around this way. Yeah, it's so awkward to retrieve fast with the left-handed retrieve for me. Oh, okay, let's go. Back treble, a little nervous. No. He's trying to jump. Oh gosh, get up here. Yeah, that's a good bass. 2-pounder for sure. Oh gosh. Do not need a treble in my hand nor my foot. This is a good bass. Look at this thing. Just smashed the tail end of the rat, dude. Yeah, he's probably sitting at 2 pounds. It's nothing crazy. Oh my gosh, it feels awesome though. Look at this freaking thing, smashing the rat. Yeah, it's definitely not a big bass by any means, so we're not even gonna scale him out. He's probably sitting at 2. But again, it just like, it feels really good to catch some bass on some new baits and some big baits. All right, you guys, we are just wrapping up here. I did swap to a frog, and I will admit, on the way over here, I casted it into some bushes and I had a bite, so I'm very hopeful. So we're, again, the Strike King White Frog. If there's anybody that's not feeling frog fishing, try the Strike King White Frog. It is hands down the most consistent catcher for me. So actually, you guys, instead of being on the dock, I'm gonna move you guys down that way and maybe we can cast into that corner. I think we can get some bites out of this corner. There it is. Got one. Got him. On the frog, yes. First frog fish on the deadbolt. Ooh, oh, listen to that whine. That's so good. Oh yeah. That's a good one too. On the frog. First frog fish of the year. First frog fish on the deadbolt. It's a good bass too. Oh, don't break off. Oh, yes. Hi, buddy. It's a solid 2.6 on the frog. Right through the lip. Right through the lip right there. Look at that freaking thing. He's a good bass. He's sitting at like 2.6. So let's get him on the board. Let's get him on the scale. I'll dunk him. 2.8. I'll try to do it one more time, but he's sitting at 2.8. 2.9. 2.8, 2.9. So 2.5 pound bass on the frog. We'll get him measured out. All right, so he's sitting at 18.5. Dang, that's a good fish too. All right, it's a good bass. Let's get him in the water. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. It was a great day. 4 pound, 5 ounce bass, a 3 pound bass, a 2.5 pound bass, and a handful of probably 2 pound or just shy of 2 pound basses. So it's a good day. Guys, again, if you enjoyed this content, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you guys again real soon. Levitate, Zach finds fish.